Hello students, I Rashmi Singh welcome you all in another lecture of Geography of class 8, and today we are going to continue the same chapter of Geography, Minerals and Power Resources. In my last lecture, I have discussed about the minerals, its classification, occurrences, types and how do we extract minerals, and we have also studied about the distribution of minerals in the world. In this lecture, we are going to study distribution of minerals in India. Okay, and then we will go to the uses of minerals and conservation of minerals. So in short, this is going to be a very short lecture in which we are just going to quickly study the distribution, uses and conservation of minerals with respect to India. So here we are going to discuss the 8 important minerals and its distribution in India. Okay, I have already made a small table to study this. Okay, so first we will start with iron. Iron is a very important mineral and it contributes a lot in economic development and in secondary sector. Okay, and India is quite rich in its iron resource. Iron can be found in Jharkhand, Odisha, Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Goa and Karnataka. In this map, I am going to tell you that in which states we can map it. Okay, so in the eastern India, here the state Bihar is located and just below it Jharkhand is located. So we can mark for iron here. Okay, this is the chemical symbol of iron, so I am marking it like this, Fe. Now just beside Jharkhand we have Orissa, so we can mark another state here, and Chhattisgarh. Earlier Chhattisgarh was part of Madhya Pradesh, and just below it Chhattisgarh is like seahorse shape. You can identify in a political map very easily. So here we can map Chhattisgarh. Okay, then Madhya Pradesh. Madhya Pradesh can be identified very easily in the center. Okay, Madhya means central part. And during British India it was also called Central Province. Maharashtra. Here we have got 2 states, Maharashtra and after that Maharashtra, and here Karnataka, and between these two there is small state Goa. Okay, so I am just going to mark Maharashtra, Karnataka and Goa. Between these 2 states we have Goa. Okay, so these are the places where basically we find iron ore. Okay, you can copy it in your political map also. Next, let us look at bauxite. Where do we find bauxite? Bauxite is an ore of aluminium. Okay, and bauxite can be found in Jharkhand, again same, and instead of Fe I am writing Al. In Odisha, just below Jharkhand we can mark Odisha, in Chhattisgarh, okay, and in Madhya Pradesh, in Maharashtra, in Tamil Nadu. Okay, so Tamil Nadu is on the eastern side of India but in southern part. Okay, on the eastern coast but in the southern part. Here we can find Tamil Nadu. Okay, so we can mark it here, Tamil Nadu. Okay, and then Gujarat. This particular state here is Gujarat. We can very easily identify it, westernmost state. Okay, so these are the places where we find aluminium. I think it's visible, right? Jharkhand, Odisha, Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Gujarat and Tamil Nadu. Okay. Next is mica. Mica in India is the leading producer and exporter of mica in the world. So mica is very important resource for us, and it is found in mostly Jharkhand, Bihar. So here we can mark Bihar also for mica, and Jharkhand I have already marked. I will just rub it. Mica. Then Andhra Pradesh and Rajasthan. So just above Gujarat is Rajasthan. Here we can mark it mica. And Andhra Pradesh. Telangana and Andhra Pradesh are two states here. Telangana is above Andhra Pradesh. So here we can mark mica. Okay, so these are the four places where we find mica, and India is the leading producer and exporter of mica. Next is copper. Copper is found in Jharkhand, Rajasthan, Khetri mines, Madhya Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka. Okay. So let us mark the copper now. Jharkhand. Many of the states are common, right? It is very easy to learn. Jharkhand, then Rajasthan, then Madhya Pradesh, then Andhra Pradesh, and last Karnataka. Karnataka here. Okay, so these are the places where copper is found. Manganese is found in Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Odisha, Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh. So what are the common ones? Let us just mark those common areas. Madhya Pradesh and Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka. Okay. So in Madhya Pradesh we find manganese. In Andhra Pradesh also we find manganese, and in Karnataka also we find manganese. Apart from these three places, we find manganese in Maharashtra and then Chhattisgarh and Odisha. Okay, we do not find manganese in Jharkhand. So I am just rubbing it. Okay, you need to practice it once or twice, then only you will be able to remember it. Okay, or otherwise you can make some code also, like for mica I have made my own code. Jharkhand, Bihar, Andhra Pradesh and Rajasthan, right? So and mica is also leading producer and exporter of mica is being produced and exported from India. So I have just made a very casual code, JBAR mica. Okay, or you can remember it with Jabardast mica. Okay, so you can also come up with such codes to remember all these, because this is a topic in which you have to cram a lot. Okay, next is limestone. Limestone is a very bulky mineral which is being used in cement industry. So most of the cement industry will be located in the places where this mineral is available. Like Rajasthan is one of the leading producer of cement. That is because of the presence of limestone here. Okay, so limestone also we can mark in the map in the similar way. First of all Bihar, then Jharkhand, then Odisha, somewhere here, then Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Rajasthan, Gujarat, and Tamil Nadu. Okay. So these are the places where we find limestone. Okay. Gold. Gold is only find in Kolar mines in Karnataka, and since this Kolar mine is very deep, so the extraction is very expensive. But this is the only place where we find gold in India, and the extraction is quite expensive here. Salt, India is leading producer and exporter of salt, again just like mica, okay, because India is a peninsula, you already know it is surrounded by oceans from three sides here, Bay of Bengal, Indian Ocean and Arabian Sea. So a lot of salt is being produced in India. I have just written one example, Sambar Lake in Rajasthan, from where salt is extracted. Okay, so this is the distribution. You can just note it down if you want, okay, and you have to practice it in your political map. Okay, students, most of the time you will be asked map distribution of minerals in India only. Yesterday we have studied distribution of mineral in the world. That is mostly not asked in map questions, but yes, this is very important. Okay, you can note it down also. Okay, now let us move to the next topic, that is uses of minerals. We are surrounded with minerals from all sides, right? And in our day-to-day life, we cannot survive with minerals. We use minerals extensively in our day-to-day life. So I have written just few uses. You can come up with other such uses also with the help of your observation also. Industrial use, iron and aluminium are two minerals which are used extensively in industries, okay. like iron is being used in construction industry also, aluminium is being used in power conductors, in planes, automobiles. In jewelry making, we basically prefer hard minerals or those minerals which are very expensive and precious minerals like gold, silver, platinum. They do not erode under atmospheric conditions. That is why we use such minerals. In computer industry, we use silicon. Silicon is a semiconductor which is obtained from quartz, and this mineral is extensively used in computer industry. In automobiles and power conductors, airplanes, we use aluminium. Why? Because aluminium is very light and it is also abundantly available on earth crust. Copper has got much better conductivity than aluminium, but still we do not prefer copper because copper is more expensive, but at some places we use copper also as a power conductor. Okay. And in other areas like in making of pipes, we use copper. To make coin also we use copper. Okay. In kitchen cookware, you must have observed that aluminium is used extensively because of its heat conductivity property. Okay, so these are few uses. You can come up with many other uses also. And the last topic for today is conservation of minerals. Conservation of minerals means that we have to limit the use of minerals. Why? Because minerals are exhaustible materials. They are not in unlimited quantity available to us, and basically it takes a lot of time to get formed. Rate of formation of minerals is much less than rate of consumption. Okay, because of which we need to conserve minerals. Rate of formation is very high. Like rate of formation takes a lot of time. It takes 1000 years to form a mineral. On the other hand, rate of consumption is very high. Okay, rate of formation is very slow. So because of this, we need to conserve minerals, and we have to follow the principle of 3R, that is reduce, recycle and reuse. Reduce means that we need to reduce the wastage of mineral. during mining only a lot of mineral get wasted, that we can reduce with the help of advanced technology and with the help of proper training of laborers also. Next method is recycle. Recycle means to process the used article. Many a times students get confused between recycle and reuse. Here the used article is being processed to recover the mineral again, okay, and then the mineral can be used in industries. So we can recycle our old articles, we can recycle the mineral. Reuse means that you have the same article and you are going to use it for the same function again. Like suppose in your family, if 3 members are having same phone, then they can use the same charger. So the company can come up with this option that where you want to buy the charger or not. This way, this small step can save some mineral, right? So reuse means using the same article for the same function again. So these are the methods through which we can conserve the minerals. Thank you.